Welcome to Daily Progress Gear. Today, we will explore the exact scientific method to rewire your brain and finally enjoy strict discipline. Are you feeling stuck? Do you find yourself endlessly scrolling, chasing that next little hit of pleasure, but ending up feeling more empty than before? You're not alone. Our modern world is a playground of instant gratification. Social media notifications, fast food, endless entertainment hits, all designed to hijack your brain's reward system. This constant stimulation is flooding our brains with dopamine, the feel-good chemical. But here's the catch: when we get too much of it, too easily, our brains adapt. We build up a tolerance. Things that used to bring us joy, like reading a book, going for a walk, or having a deep conversation, start to feel dull. We need more and more stimulation just to feel normal. This is the dopamine trap, and it's quietly stealing our focus, our motivation, and our ability to find joy in the simple things. But what if I told you there's a way to reset your brain? A way to break free from this cycle and reclaim your life? It's called a dopamine detox. Now, the term detox might sound a bit intense, but don't worry. It's not about depriving yourself of all pleasure forever. Think of it more like a reset button for your brain's reward pathways. It's about intentionally stepping away from high dopamine, low-effort activities for a period of time. This allows your dopamine receptors to recover and become more sensitive again. When you do this, you'll start to find pleasure in activities that are actually good for you in the long run. The goal isn't to live a boring life. It's to find more profound and sustainable sources of joy and fulfillment. It's about trading cheap, fleeting pleasures for deep, lasting satisfaction. This process is the very foundation of building true self-discipline. It's about teaching your brain that hard work can be rewarding, that patience pays off, and that the best things in life are often the ones you have to work for. So, how do you actually do a dopamine detox? It starts with identifying your personal dopamine triggers. What are the things you turn to for a quick fix? For many of us, it's our phones. The endless scroll on social media, the binge watching of shows, the constant checking of notifications. It could also be junk food, video games, online shopping, or any other habit that gives you an instant rush but leaves you feeling drained later. Once you've identified these habits, the next step is to choose a specific period to abstain from them. You could start small, maybe with 1 day a week. Some people go for a full week, but the key is to be realistic and choose a time frame you can stick to. During this time, you replace those high dopamine activities with low dopamine ones. What are these low dopamine activities? Think of things that are simple, mindful, and don't provide an immediate reward. This could be things like meditation, journaling, reading a physical book, going for a long walk in nature without your phone, spending quality time with loved ones, face to face, or working on a creative project. At first, it's going to feel incredibly boring. You'll feel restless. You'll feel the urge to grab your phone, to turn on the TV, to get that familiar hit. This is withdrawal. Your brain is screaming for its usual fix. But this is the most crucial part of the process. You have to sit with that boredom. You have to push through that discomfort. Because on the other side of that boredom is where the magic happens. It's in those quiet moments that your mind starts to clear. Your creativity returns. You start to notice the world around you in a new way. The taste of your food becomes more vibrant, conversations become more engaging, and the satisfaction of finishing a difficult task feels incredible. Let's talk about self-discipline. It's a word that can feel intimidating, like it's reserved for superhumans, but self-discipline isn't about forcing yourself to do things you hate. It's about aligning your actions with your long-term goals. It's about choosing what you want most over what you want now. A dopamine detox is the ultimate training ground for self-discipline. Every time you resist the urge to scroll, you're strengthening your discipline muscle. You're proving to yourself that you are in control, not your impulses. This newfound control will spill over into every area of your life. Imagine being able to sit down and focus on your work without getting distracted every 5 minutes. Imagine having the energy and motivation to exercise regularly, to eat healthy, to learn a new skill. This isn't a fantasy. It's the direct result of rewiring your brain's reward system. The journey doesn't end after your detox period is over. The real challenge is integrating these lessons back into your daily life in a sustainable way. The goal isn't to live like a monk forever. It's about being intentional with your technology and your time. It's about creating a life by design, not by default. You can start by setting clear boundaries. For example, create no-phone zones in your home, like the dinner table or the bedroom. Schedule specific times to check social media, rather than letting it interrupt you all day. Turn off all non-essential notifications. These small changes create friction, making it just a little bit harder to fall back into old habits. You're making the right choices, the easy choices. Instead of reaching for your phone when you're bored, you might pick up a book that you've strategically placed on your coffee table. It's about creating an environment that supports your goals. Embracing this lifestyle also means redefining what you consider a reward. We've been conditioned to see rewards as external things. A sugary treat, a new purchase, 1,000 likes on a photo, but the most powerful rewards are internal. It's the feeling of pride after completing a tough workout. It's the sense of accomplishment after finishing a project you've poured your heart into. It's the feeling of connection after a meaningful conversation. These are the rewards that build self-esteem and create a deep sense of fulfillment that no amount of external validation can match. By practicing delayed gratification, you are teaching your brain to value effort and to seek out these more meaningful rewards. You are shifting your identity from someone who is a slave to their impulses to someone who is the master of their own life. Let's be real. This journey is not always easy. There will be days when you slip up. You'll find yourself mindlessly scrolling for an hour. You'll eat that whole bag of chips. And that's okay. The key is not to see it as a failure, but as a data point. What triggered the slip-up? Were you stressed? Tired? Lonely? Use it as an opportunity to learn about yourself and your triggers. The goal is progress, not perfection. Be kind to yourself. This isn't about punishment, it's about empowerment. Every day is a new opportunity to make a choice that aligns with the person you want to become. One conscious choice at a time, you are building momentum. You are building a new identity. Think about the life you want to live. Do you want to be a passive consumer of content, or an active creator of your own life? Do you want to be distracted and overwhelmed, or focused and present? Do you want to be controlled by your impulses, or guided by your values? The power to choose is yours. By understanding how dopamine affects your brain, and by intentionally practicing self-discipline, you can break free from the cycle of instant gratification. You can reclaim your focus, your time, and your ability to find joy in the journey. You can build a life of purpose and meaning. The world is full of cheap thrills, but you were made for more than that. You were made to create, to connect, to grow, and to experience the deep satisfaction that comes from living a disciplined and intentional life. So I challenge you today. Start small. Pick one high dopamine habit you want to reduce. Maybe it's not checking your phone for the first hour of the day. Maybe it's going for a 20-minute walk without headphones. Whatever it is, just start. See how it feels. Notice the resistance, and then notice the clarity that comes after. This is your life. Don't let it be dictated by algorithms and fleeting pleasures. Take back the controls. Reset your mind. Build your discipline, and watch as your world transforms. The journey to a more focused, fulfilled life begins with a single, intentional step. Are you ready to take it? Thank you for watching. If you found this valuable, please subscribe to Daily Progress Gear for more scientific strategies to upgrade your mind and conquer life.